In the heart of Africa, there once lived a man whose wealth was beyond imagination. A king so powerful, that even gold bowed before him. His name, Mansa Musa. This man is a legend written in gold. His name, Mansa Musa, Emperor of the Mali Empire, a ruler who once held the power of mountains of gold in his hands, whose generosity changed the economy of entire nations. His wealth was so vast that when he journeyed through Egypt, the price of gold fell for years. This is the king who proved that true greatness is not in how much you have, but in how much you give. Long before Europe's castles shone with gold, there was a kingdom in West Africa, Mali. From this land of deserts and rivers, rose a man destined to become the richest person in human history. His name, Mansa Musa, the King of Kings. Under his rule, the Mali Empire stretched across thousands of miles, from the Atlantic Ocean to the sands of the Sahara. He built cities of knowledge, trade, and wealth, where gold flowed like rivers, and wisdom was more valuable than silver. With every conquest, his empire grew stronger, but his vision was greater than power alone. Mansa Musa dreamed of spreading education, faith, and culture, a golden age for Africa that the world would never forget. This was the empire of Mansa Musa, a land of gold, wisdom, and glory. In the heart of the Sahara, beside the great Niger River, stood his shining capital, Timbuktu. When the sun rose over its domes and walls, the city glimmered like molten gold. At its center stood the royal palace, massive domes, carved gates, and walls lined with gold. Around it bustled great markets, mosques, and libraries. Scholars from across the world, Arab, African, and Persian, came here to study. Timbuktu became the center of knowledge and trade in Africa. Mansa Musa was not only the richest man on earth, he was a protector of education, art, and faith. In his court, scholars discussed science, history, and philosophy. His kingdom stood as proof that Africa once held the brightest light of wealth, culture, and civilization. This is the heart of the Mali Empire, the royal court where power, wisdom, and justice meet. Mansa Musa sits upon his golden throne, not merely as a ruler of men, but as a guardian of prosperity and knowledge. With a single command, he could build cities, feed the poor, or open new centers of learning across his empire. Every day, envoys and merchants from distant lands arrived, bringing gifts, maps, and treaties. Here, beneath the pillars of gold, decisions were made that shaped the destiny of Africa. Mansa Musa valued more than gold, he valued wisdom. Under his patronage, Timbuktu's libraries and schools flourished, turning his empire into a beacon of enlightenment. In this hall of light and power, the king ruled not with fear, but with faith, generosity, and intellect. His court stood as proof that true greatness is built on justice, culture, and unity. As the sun sets over the golden dunes of Mali, the empire glows like molten gold, a land blessed with peace, wisdom, and endless wealth. From the great cities of Timbuktu and Gao, to the villages near the Niger River, people thrive under the rule of Mansa Musa. Merchants trade gold, salt, and ivory, scholars share knowledge that will echo through centuries. The streets are alive with music, the scent of spices, and the laughter of children. Everywhere, hope shines, for the people know their king's generosity touches every soul. Mali was not just a kingdom of gold, it was a kingdom of dreams, where the power of faith and the beauty of humanity built a civilization unlike any other. And yet, beyond this golden horizon, a new journey awaits, one that will make Mansa Musa's name echo across the world. In the heart of the vast Sahara Desert, Mansa Musa stands before a sight that few could ever imagine, a mountain made entirely of gold. The golden rays of the sun strike the mountain's surface, and it glows like fire against the horizon. Even the desert sands seem to shimmer in its light. Musa's eyes reflect both wonder and destiny. He knew, this was the wealth that would build his empire, the treasure that would make Mali the richest kingdom on earth. As his caravan halts, his men bow in awe. They knew their king had just found the heart of Africa's unimaginable fortune. The discovery of the mountain of gold changed everything. From that day, the sands of Mali shone with the color of fortune. Men from across the empire gathered to harvest the golden treasure, digging, melting, and shaping it into bars, coins, and ornaments. Camels carried loads of gold through endless dunes, as the empire's wealth began to rise beyond imagination. Mansa Musa's name spread far and wide. Every merchant, every traveler spoke of the golden land of Mali, a place where even the dust sparkled like jewels. With his newfound wealth, Musa built cities, schools, and mosques. He turned his empire into the heart of trade, art, and learning. From the mines of gold rose a civilization that inspired the world. In the grand markets of the empire, gold flowed like water. Merchants from Arabia, Egypt, and beyond came to trade with Mali's golden king. Mansa Musa stood in the heart of the marketplace, his hands full of pure gold coins, offering wealth not as a show of power, but as a promise of prosperity for his people. Gold was exchanged for salt, silk, and knowledge. Cities grew richer, trade routes expanded, and Mali became the center of the world's economy. Mansa Musa's generosity was legendary. He gave gold to the poor, to travelers, even to the lands he passed through. In Cairo, his gifts were so vast that the price of gold fell for 12 years. The world had never seen such wealth before. And yet, for Mansa Musa, gold was not his glory. His true legacy was the light of learning and faith he left behind. In the year 1324, the Golden King set forth on a journey unlike any before. Mansa Musa, with 60,000 men and hundreds of camels, marched across the endless sands toward the holy city of Mecca. Each camel carried hundreds of pounds of gold. Silken banners fluttered in the desert wind. From the dunes of Mali to the heart of Arabia, his name echoed across every land. As he passed through cities, he gave away gold freely, to the poor, to travelers, to rulers in distant lands. In Cairo, his generosity was so immense, that the value of gold fell for more than a decade. But for Mansa Musa, this pilgrimage was not about wealth. It was about faith, about honoring God, and showing the world that Mali was a kingdom of both power and piety. When he finally reached Mecca, his procession stretched beyond the horizon, a river of gold, faith, and glory. And from that moment, the name Mansa Musa was forever written in the pages of history, as the richest man who ever lived, and the king who turned faith into legend. If you want to uncover more stories from the mysterious savannah, subscribe now, and step back into the ancient world.